Well, Chad, since the football team's failing so miserably last year, we'll talk about girls' sports here. In all seriousness, 8-0 start. You're up to, I think, number 3 in the state, and a great win last week against Edisto, 57-13, and you play Pillion coming up on Friday. And I know that you guys are taking them as seriously as every other opponent, and it's just going to be another Friday night football game, right?
Yeah, and well, it's a rival game too. Gilbert Pillion is a rivalry. They're not far down the road from us. We're in the same district, and it's our kids will be ready to play for sure.
I do want to talk about some of these sports though, these spring sports, because it's playoff time, and you've had a heck of a first semester over here as far as that goes. Start with volleyball. I know they opened the playoffs, I think, right here in the gym tonight.
Great job by Coach Sheely and her staff and those girls. They were region champions. They start tonight. They play May Rivers coming up here from down there in Hilton Head area, and they play at 6 o'clock tonight. And we're excited about what they've done and what they can still do.
And then golf. Yesterday was the state tournament, or actually it was Monday and Tuesday, and you sent a golfer down there, and she was all region and had a great year, Kaylee Price, right?
Yeah, Kaylee Price, and you interviewed her just a little bit ago, and she did a great job at the tournament, state tournament, and qualifying it for it is a big deal as well. And our girls golf team, Coach Nix and them, did a great job. They were region champions also this year, and so we're real proud of them. And they just missed qualifying as a team for the state tournament too. But all of those girls will be coming back, and so we're excited about the future with our girls golf program.
And how about Kaylee? Only started playing the game 4 months ago.
That's right. And that's the way it is with a few of our girls, actually, is, they just started playing, and it's just something that we got going here right in the fall, and they really took off. So I can't wait to see, how they're going to perform after, putting more time into it over this course of this next year.
Now, girls tennis playoffs start today, but the way it turned out, you guys have a bye today, right? So the girls don't have to actually play until next week?
That's right. We won the region there too. Again, great job with Coach Fires and Paget working with the girls there on our tennis program, and they're region champions, and they received a bye, so they're off this week, and they will play next Monday, and we'll kind of wait and see who that might be, depending on some results here today. But just real proud of all our programs there, our tennis and volleyball and golf, and what they're doing, and region champions. They're setting the bar high for the rest of us, and it's just a great time to be a Gilbert Indian right now.
Cross country improving. Girls and boys finished third in the region, so I don't want to neglect them, but they're working hard. And
absolutely, and Coach Taylor and Coach Berry's done a fine job with those programs this year, and they've improved greatly, and you can just see it, and can't wait again to see how that program's going to develop over the course of this next year, going into next season. But they have their qualifier here Saturday too, so hopefully we can have some folks there qualify for the state, and our team stand a good chance to qualify for state. So they still got a lot of good things ahead of them too right now.
All right, a couple of guys I want to talk to you about on the football team. We'll start with the obvious. Catrez was officially named to the North-South team, which of course we knew that was going to happen, and this will be an opportunity when he goes up there to play. How can I put this? This is a game that you hope he never has to play. That's what I'm trying to say, correct?
Yeah.
Because if he does, it's because you guys were knocked out of the playoffs, the way that the timing of it comes up.
Yeah, that's right. The way things have been pushed back, we would be playing for a lower state championship at the same time North-South games playing. So It's a great honor and accomplishment and recognition, but at the same time, and Catrez would tell you too, that we hope we're playing for a lower state championship that weekend. So,
absolutely. He's named to the team, and that's all that really matters. He made the team. And as I maintained last week, to me, I think that, look, I understand there's a lot of talented players in the state, but not only not making the Shrine Bowl team, which you kind of understand because he hadn't played tailback before this year, I think the flaw there is that the team is selected too early. Right. That's all there is to it. It is, period, end of story. But what really shocks me, based on, I took a look at the other kids that are Mr. Football finalists. There are 5 of them, and unless there's things going on that don't show up in the stats, such as maybe they can literally fly or something, something supernatural. I thought it was a travesty that he was not included in the 5 Mr. Football finalists.
Well, and some of that too is to win that thing. Those finalists are named fairly early as well, and I think it just goes back to some of that, to be honest. And
but if y'all weren't winning, if you weren't winning, that'd be one thing. but you're winning as well. And I'm not saying this out of any disrespect to whoever picked it or the players that were nominated, but I just cannot see objectively, I don't understand how a young man that's done what he has done and is as important to his team as he is, and oh, by the way, the team is undefeated. That to me is a combination that couldn't be ignored, but it was.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean,
you're being diplomatic.
Yeah, we just,
which is fine. I respect that. At least I got to get that off my chest here. Paying, of course, this weekend, and then that sets up, and we'll wait till next week to talk about that. But what could be the game? I mean, just a monster game, obviously, for both programs when you'll finish up at BC on November 4th. But we'll hang on to that until then. Coach, keep it going. Keep your same routine going on and all that. And obviously looking forward to seeing how this thing all plays out, because it's getting ready to really count, isn't it?
Yep, in the business end of the season here. So.
All right, Chad. Thanks so much, buddy.